Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX, so we're going to be starting another series for Europa Universalis 4, this time with the new Origins DLC, which focuses all on Africa. Lots of flavor and events and stuff for the African nations, and unfortunately we've actually already played a couple of these nations like Ethiopia and Congo in the past, but they've gotten some really good flavor. We're doing a Mutapa run on the Twitch channel just for fun. I think a lot of people are playing Kilwa and they're playing Mali and Congo. So we tried to do something a little different. We played Mutapa, and that's been a blast. But I'm actually thinking I haven't played in West Africa before. Songhai, as opposed to Mali, which there's tons of people playing Mali right now, but Songhai is a country that I believe has a pretty expansive mission tree as well with the new Origins DLC, which honestly, the Origins DLC really just flavor for the African nations. No mechanical additions to the game, no like sort of gameplay mechanisms that newer players would need if they're playing, you know, France or Ottomans or something like that. So this is very much just purely it's kind of a cosmetic DLC, right? But for an experienced player that's gotten thousands of hours of enjoyment out of the game, it's been nice to have this stuff. It's been fun to have and definitely worth having. But yeah, let's get into it with Songhai. This I don't think is this isn't really gonna be a tutorial. I know we've done a lot of tutorial. I'm thinking maybe like a 50-year playthrough or something, right? Like this is gonna be a playthrough of Songhai, see what we can get going in the early parts of the game, which is sort of the most fun and interesting parts of the game. We're just gonna do normal for recording purposes, although I usually always play Iron Man so that we can earn achievements and stuff. I don't actually know what achievements would be available with Songhai. I want to say there is like an achievement or two that you can get with Songhai. One that might even be specific to Songhai. Fortunately, we won't be able to really look those up in normal mode, but this will be good for just, like I said, in case, you know, something explodes during the recording process. Let's just take a look at what's going on. But yeah, I think, you know, we're going to play slow and steady. I always play slow and steady, even when I'm not trying to teach the game. We're not explicitly teaching the game, but I think this is going to be for, you know, intermediate players, right? Not super advanced players. So if maybe you've watched a couple of our beginner tutorials and maybe you've hung out for some of the sort of Twitch content and whatever, this will be maybe like a next step up in terms of you know, learning and complexity and stuff. I'm just going to immediately just kind of looking at our banners right at the top here. It says we could get some... Oh, interesting that Mali's not actually marked as a rival. Apparently they're too powerful for us to even mark them as a rival, which is interesting. I mean, I guess we could ally them because they're Sunni and we're Sunni, right? Although they actually don't. Neutral attitude, and they think we're just insignificant. Wow, Mali is powerful at the start of the game. Who are their rivals? Who are their enemies? I wonder if we can rival Jenny. But it looks like we can't. In fact, these are the only ones we can rival. Air? Air's a Sunni nation, like us. So it's interesting that it's making them... So these two can be rivals, but this guy can't be a rival? I don't know what's going on with our rival system, to be honest. Rivaling Air? I guess we're probably going to rival Air. Now, Air looks big, but I'm pretty sure that their land is a lot more... desolate than ours. We're quite a bit more powerful than Air, I'm fairly sure. I think, yeah, what the heck. Well, I don't know. Maybe we start with looking at our missions first to get a sense of where we're trying to go. Conquer... This is actually one of the first things that we can do, huh? For a mission. Conquer this province here. Religion will immediately change to Sunni, which is pretty cool. And we'll get additional base tax, production, all kinds of stuff. So there must be like a holy sort of a... Oh, yeah. The Great Mosque. Ooh. Very cool. Where if we're of Muslim religion, we get +1 Missionary Strength to heal. That's amazing. And 0.1 piety per month? Holy cow, that's actually pretty cool. That's 1.2 per year. So we'll have just a ticking piety score, which is really good. That's something unique to the Sunni religion. We can look at that in a bit. Of course, we do have all the DLCs active. Not that all the DLCs are required to enjoy the game, of course, but we do have some DLCs that I think are giving some additional flavor to some of the religions and stuff, and so on and so forth. Improve the bureaucracy. Songhai has at least 9 administrative development, so this is going to have us deving up our capital quite a bit, because to get... Well, actually, to get it to 9 is not that big of a deal. Oh, we have to... Oh, no, sorry. We have to gain 9 administrative power per month. So we have to set this up in a way. We're gaining 2 right now from our leader. 3 is a base. So we need to get this to 9. Now, if we click this button, we'll be doing 7, and then we could get advisor level 2, and then we could be doing 9 per month. And that would be a way to rush this. Government reform progress, at least 25. So we have to get this also to 25, it looks like, which is kind of interesting because only 25? That's only a quarter of the way to the first rank. Wow, 100 support for feudalism? Wow, okay, so this is like a quick way to get us going on feudalism. This is huge. This is huge. There's no reason to try to like jerry-rig this though until we actually have 25 here, and we gain 0.81 per month. So it looks like every year we're gaining maybe 10 per year. 2 to 3 years we'll easily have 25, it looks like. War preparations, a number of generals, at least 1. Army size is 100% force limit. What is our force limit right now? It's 12, so we need 3 more regiments or 3,000 more trained soldiers. We're not making enough money to actually be able to afford them. We are paying for a fort right now, so we could probably get rid of that. We probably don't need to pay the army as is, but at war we would be paying for the army. Each of these troops is going to cost us, what, like 0.22 ducats per month, so 3 more troops would be 0.66 ducats per month additional expenditures, and then that would put us in the negative, which we don't really want to be idling at negative. Of course, if we don't pay for the fort in the capital, that would save us a little bit, so now we could presumably afford to get those extra troops. There's probably some other little jerry-rigging that we can do here to improve this a bit. So that's to prepare for... Ooh, this gives us a bunch of... Holy cow, this is a lot of free claims. Timbuktu. Does it give us claims on this into Jenny? It doesn't look like it. So conquer Timbuktu. Does it give it... Where are some of these? Upper... Okay. Was that an area? Oh, the entire area of Western Sahara. West is... Okay. It's not mentioning Niger, I don't think. Okay, so just an immense amount of free claims if we can do this. I mean, permanent claims are just a ton of stuff. I mean, this is insane. But it doesn't actually look like we'll get free claims over here. But that might lead into additional free claims, right? Gain of free stability. Something about, oh, we get, wow, we'll actually be able to colonize up through the Sahara into northern Africa? That's insane. That is insane. Okay. And if we own all of Mossy down here, we'd actually get the event, a question of piety and traditions. That would lead to, why are there question marks here? Branch is a branching mission. Through events or through other missions, this mission will be replaced with, wow, that's crazy. I haven't seen that before. Mutapa doesn't even, this is more expansive than Mutapa's mission tree, actually, significantly. So basically, it's wanting us to conquer Mossy, it's wanting us to conquer Air, and it's wanting us to conquer Timbuktu. Now, it'd be nice if we could make these ones our rivals, right? I mean, well, I guess if we go on and conquer I guess if we beat these guys up, then presumably why is Timbuktu not a valid rival? Not sure. Yeah, I think clearly we're gonna have to go in and conquer these peeps. Let's just rival the people that have rivaled us, and that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So for being a sultanate government, we can 15% extra national tax modifier. Wowzers. Okay, these are actually policies that typically are interactions with subjects. We don't start with any subjects, so really these are just little government passive bonuses that we can get, like minus 5% core creation cost, or diplomatic reputation, liberty desire of subjects, and 50 national tax. But if you had subjects, you actually get a lump sum bonus. You'll also get 0 ducats, total development of your subjects. Or here you'll get 0 manpower, but if we had subjects, it would be some manpower. Here we'd actually, during this period, you can enact another something. I think we actually just want the 50% national tax modifier, which would be good. In fact, if we get rid of this low crown land, right, we'll also, by seizing land is the way we do that. So that's 25% additional tax. We should be making more money now. But we're definitely not wealthy over here. And in order to get this mission done, which is obviously a big one, to get free feudalism, holy cow, that's going to be insane. Is feudalism spreading on its own? Does anyone down here know anything about feudalism? Like, at all? No. Mali knows a little something about feudalism. Just a little something. Presumably because it's provinces that are 10 development. In fact, our capital at 16 development is gaining a small amount of feudalism. But it would literally take 50 years at this rate for us to gain feudalism in our country. So that mission is going to help kickstart us pretty quickly. And in the meantime, everybody else here is going to be struggling. Yeah, everybody else here is going to be struggling. This is to build buildings. Okay. We'll come down here. So as long as we discover a province up here, we'll actually, wow, actually getting claims. So it wants us to come up this way, just conquer all this. That's interesting. That's interesting. Crazy. Got a lot of stuff we can do. We cannot afford advisors. That's just a done deal. You can convert provinces to Sunni. Oh, well, that's pretty cheap, but I mean, can we afford that right now? That's really cheap. It's only going to take so many years, but man. 6, 4, with the fort and the troops that we'd be purchasing. And when we get those free claims, we're going to be right into war. I think we're actually going to hold off on that conversion. I think we're going to hold off on this, but I'll leave the banner up just to remind us that that's a thing. A tiny itsy bitsy little bit of unrest here easily could just sort of, that'll just go away on its own. And that is just because of intolerance, right? Religious intolerance. That'll take care of itself. Let's make sure we're building. We actually have no access to the ocean, obviously. Let's also make sure that we have a general. Our leader here is the national tax modifier minus 10%, not great. Extra missionary strength is pretty good. It would be nice. Whoa, what the heck is our heir doing? Our heir is 74 years old. And our leader is 66. And neither one of them are very good. Like, I kind of want our heir to die first. I don't want to spend 50 prestige to get rid of him. I want our heir to die. And then to get a new heir lined up that's younger and better. So I'm actually going to probably make our heir, and we don't lose stability if our heir dies. Whereas if our leader dies as a general, then we lose extra stability for that. Well, he's got a siege pip at least for what it's worth, but man, that's not impressive. Okay, who are we actually going to butter up then? I mean, I guess Mali is going to be a distant royal marriage with Mali. Honestly, we could get a queen consort, and that would buffer in case we don't have an heir. We could just have the queen do a queen regency, which isn't really that bad of a thing. So that's someone that's willing to ally us. Jenny's willing to ally us, but honestly, we should be able to get the alliance with Mali. I think if we had the alliance with Mali, we're probably good to go. We could... Are any of these Sunni nations over here? Yeah, I mean, we could like pick up these guys or something if we wanted to. It'd be non-offensive to Mali. It would slow down heir's aggression potentially. Yeah, what the heck, why not? Pick up an alliance there. I'm kind of thinking we do just get a claim on Jenny so that we could swoop in here as needed. So Covert Actions build spy network in Jenny. And I think for the most part we're ready to go here. We've taken a look at the situation. We cannot drill our troops. Okay, so we cannot drill our troops until we were at technology 3. I could lower army maintenance in order to make more money, However, we're going to be getting free claims and just literally declaring war in like 2 months. Like literally in like 2 months, we're just declaring war. We are going to be swooping in fast. Ooh, how many cavalry do we have? Timbuktu has 7,000 troops? What the heck? I bet you these guys are going to ally each other, but 5,000 troops, 1 cavalry? Okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Let's unpause. Let's roll. Let's roll. Enough chit-chat. And yeah, I guess we'll just kind of take a sense of the... yeah, I don't think we want to ally them. Timbuktu actually... Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Timbuktu just deleted some of their troops. Why did they do that? They got rid of their cavalry unit? See, this is something I don't like. Ever since, I think it's Emperor, or maybe it was the patch before Emperor. I think it was Emperor. You now have armies that are deleting, like, or countries that are deleting their armies. It drives me absolutely crazy. It's complete nonsense. Come on, a little marriage here. Is that them? Yeah, okay, so we could just accept even though we just offered and got one by offering to them. Well, we could request money from Mali. Money would be nice. Manpower would probably be okay. Administrative aid. Points are always good. I'm going to see what they give us for money, because Mali has a ton of money, right? If we look at the, if we look here, we're going to see gold. They got gold. They got some gold. 6 production developments, pretty good at the start too, compared to only 2 production development here in Kong. And the truth is, it won't be that long until Mali probably consumes Kong. Those are the only 3 gold provinces here. Not quite as rich as Mutapa, I'll tell you that much. Mutapa starts with like 3 or 4. 3 in a vassal that I think has a 4th. Something like that. But we're definitely going to want to get down here and get this one before Mali does if we can, because getting some gold up in here would be nice. That would fix our economy real fast. Now, Nup is way down here and they're wanting to ally us. We could. I mean, it's kind of like, why not, right? But Nup is weak enough and they're also fetishist. I don't know what's going to be going on with them. Mission complete. Now, this will kind of be very threatening towards... And we need to have our troops here. Ooh. Zazu is giving a protective guarantee over these guys, but they're not allied. How many troops does Zazu have? Uh, 6,000 with a force limit of 9,000, which is actually a lot higher than I would suspect. Really? I mean, are there any forts in, like, at all, period? Walls of Ben. No, this is really cool. I mean, this is amazing looking. I need to look this up on Wikipedia. Is this like, how old is this structure? Wow, there's monuments all over the place over here. This is awesome. Air actually starts with a fort. Are you kidding me? Of course, we start with a fort, right? But no, most of these people that we're going to be attacking won't have forts. Oh, except for Timbuktu and Air. And actually, a lot of the people we are attacking will have forts. Mali doesn't even have a fort, for crying out loud. It'd be nice to be able to conquer these so that, you know, no one else has these. This is really cool looking. Sandcore Mad Rasha. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a doofus when it comes to some of this stuff. Institution spread. That's pretty good. And equilibrium for the Olema. We haven't actually done our estate stuff. We need to look at that. We know this one's going to be really, really, really good. And there's a different map mode, actually. Oh, you have to be a pagan religion group for this. I really think it would be fun to play as Benin. I kind of wish the monuments weren't based on... Is this another fort? Holy cow, lots of forts in Western Africa. There's like no forts like in the Mutapa area. And in the Congo. Where is... It's called Great Projects, yeah. Yeah, these are the 3 in this area. These are the 3 in this area. But yeah, they added one of the things Origins does is it adds a bunch of monuments. I don't know if those were added just like to the game, like if you own Leviathan, if you get the monuments, you know what I mean? Or if you have to have Origin. I'm not sure exactly how that broke down. We don't need these alliances, although it will make them upset when we decline the alliance, unfortunately. We're rejecting alliances from people. I think we have 3 relationships, don't we? Oh no, do we only have 2? Oh, we only have 2. Well, we could think about a 3rd. I mean, Benin would probably be okay because they're probably not likely to ally anyone that we actually care about. Although they allied Zazu. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. We have claims over this entire area, but not this specific province. Kind of weird. So who are these guys? Are they allied with Oyo? Kind of just figuring out who to attack here, right? Who to attack? Of course, Timbuktu has now rivaled us. It'd be nice to attack a rival, right? So I guess we should have waited a month for our rival situation to update. Oh, thanks, Mally. 50 ducats, we'll take it. No, 50 ducats. What the heck? We're gonna get this done with. While we have the extra missionary strength on the Sultan. They're allied to Mali. That's a problem. In Katsina. That might be the way that we actually get in against Timbuktu. Air is allied to a number of countries. Over here, mostly non-relevant. Dahomey is not going to be relevant. I'm leaning more and more towards attacking. Okay, alliances are forming quickly, like very quickly. It's time to attack somebody. I'm thinking we attack here. We immediately take care of these 4,000 troops. Then we'll essentially be fighting Dahomey, who has 3,000, not a big deal. And we'll be fighting Zazu, mostly one-on-one with Zazu. They have 6,000 troops. We have 12,000. We do not have a good leader. That's one of our problems. We could train another. I mean, we could get our general as well. I mean, 67, he's not going to last long. We kind of want him to last a little bit while we get rid of the air first. We could just train a general and hope for the best. We do need someone that's better. Yeah, this guy's quite a bit better. 0 2 1 1. 2 shock is good. Let's double check this. Okay, we need 1 more month. We attack. March 1st, we attack. And literally, they just added. Oh well, this is interesting. Wait a second. Well, what happens if we attack these guys instead? Did 17,000. Literally between the time that we just checked this and March 1st. We got screwed a little bit. Yeah, the thing is, we have a manpower issue here. Our allies won't help us. Is there any overlap here? Okay, well, there's overlap. There's quite a bit of overlap here, right? So I think what we do is we attack these guys. We get Oyo into a war. When we win this war, we attack these guys to fight these guys without Oyo, right? Because Oyo would be sort of destabilized at that point. Bono man, probably not a big deal. Question is, what kind of... Oh, that's awful. See, this would be a great point of... Just attacking Jenny would be a great point of attack because, well, maybe not as much. See, Mali has an easy opportunity to go to Kong and get that gold province. Just attacking these 2 insignificant nations? Are you kidding me? Interesting that they allied, so they won't be going into Timbuktu. Ironically, Zazu would be one of the easiest countries to attack right now, because this is they're not even in alliance there, but we just don't have the claims to go that direction. We kind of got a little unlucky here. I think what we need to do is we need to prepare to attack these guys. Just swoop in, take them out as quickly as possible, and just try to fight all these groups 1v1. Let's hope for the best here. I did forget to look at the estates, though, didn't we? Grant local resident scholar. Oh, this is something to do with the Sunni thing, which we haven't actually looked at what that's doing for us or how we could modify that yet. I think we need more technology to do some of this stuff. Missionary Strength. Every owned province of the Sunni faith, which is either in the Mande culture group or Septiculture group, gains a bunch of benefits. Otherwise, there's a bunch of unrest and cheaper culture conversion. I mean, that's 30 influence, right? But for the most part, that's kind of a neat one. Morale of armies gives us additional morale of armies when we're heretics or heathens. This could actually be kind of decent, to be honest, because we're going to be fighting a lot of fetishist nations. Enforce unity of faith. I actually don't mind this because I think we are going to be wanting to convert our land, and I don't think it'll be that hard to convert the fetishists to Sunni. This will be cheaper clerical advisor. I think we're going to leave some of this stuff alone, to be honest, but just give them a little bit more influence, a little bit more. Yeah, we're not going to care much about the dhimmi because they're the ones that are all about sort of, peace, harmony and peace. We're going to be converting our land, I think, mostly. Just kind of looking through and trying to remember what some of these things do. Yeah, these are things that will help boost provinces that are not of the Muslim faith, but most of our provinces are, and we're converting the ones that aren't. Getting extra manpower could be really nice at the cost of a small amount of money. Getting a cheaper military advisor might be important for this particular war that we're fighting. I've been liking Supremacy of the Crown lately. It just gives everybody a bunch of influence and loyalty. But I think we're going to hold off on that for now, just see where everything sort of settles. Debt of the Merchants is really good if we need to take out any loans. This would give us some prestige at the cost of tax. I think we want our money right now. Free enterprise is just the default one for 10 influence, 10 loyalty. And yeah, we're saying we don't really care much about the dhimmi too much. Dagbon's opinion of us. Well, there's a good chance that we're going to be at war with these guys soon, so I don't think we're going to get our opinion up to 100. If we did, we would get a diplomatic advisor at 50% cheaper, which is actually pretty dang good. Here we could just develop up a province and get some ducats. Yeah, well, we could slowly work on that. Not too big of a problem. Okay, we've started our first war. We're going to try to sort of effectively just wipe out the army here, siege this out, and then sort of chase down. We're going to try to just pick them all off sort of individually. That is a 2-province country. Okay. No forts that we're dealing with, but there are going to be some capital forts that'll take longer to siege. And hopefully we do okay here. Last thing I wanted to check was if we had a military advisor that would be beneficial. Answer to that is mostly no. Mostly no. We're making money. We're at war, we're making money. And we're paying for the missionary, we're paying for a fortification. This is relatively good. Relatively good. All right, guys, thanks everybody for being here for the first episode of Songhai. And now that we're actually moving and grooving and we've sort of figured out the situation, we got a plan, we're executing on it, although we've already ran into some hiccups with the alliance networks, but we're doing our best here. We'll be back in the next episode, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.